During the course of editing this video, I destroyed the audio tracks that took hours and hours of compiling and clipping and putting together when my computer crashed. For this course, I looked at my friend's work in her class, You Say You Want a Twitterlution. And in this class, she was analyzing the politicians, journalists, and celebrities who use Twitter. She was examining with her students corporate media and its impact on our lives. As part of the class, she used the platform Twitter to create a buzz, to spread information, and to create a conversation with the larger world in her class. As I looked at the work of her students, I analyzed the impact their tweets had, and in my course of giving her suggestions for how better to use technology with her lesson plan, I investigated Twitter itself and gave her a list of hard recommendations for maximizing the impact of her students' tweets. By doing this, I looked around to find what were the ideal times to post tweets, what kind of tweets had the largest impact, and how to spread the message through various platforms. In terms of the questions that I asked for green school teachers, a summary of their answers are, one, that they had used many different platforms. They had used all kinds of things. They had used, by and large, websites before websites in the classroom were even a thing. They had used new technologies in the classroom, much in the way you see the Twitter class based entirely on Twitter and its analysis. Some of us felt that this enhanced the learning experience, and others of us felt that it did not whatsoever. Two, do you see any way that these technologies or platforms have empowered your students? Zach did not see any way that they had empowered his students. Emily did see that they had empowered her students. Kylie had felt that she was able to offer differentiation, and so they had empowered her students. And Jesse did not see any way in which these technologies had empowered his students. Do you see any evidence of students being inspired? Jesse saw no evidence whatsoever of students being inspired to participate in our world responsibly. Kylie said she struggled greatly with the concept that even despite all the training students had had, she still found them using technology in a way which was not contributing or participating responsibly. Emily and the work she did in media found that her students had done some good work there. Have you talked with students? All of them had talked with students about privacy, data, technology. Have you seen an establishment of learning culture promoting curiosity and critical examination? Emily was the only one who had seen the promotion of a learning culture. In regard to the question of using technology through an online grading program, the only one who felt that it had actually contributed in a meaningful way was Emily, who felt that it fostered dialogue in real time between students and teachers. The rest of the film I have tried to edit for clarity, and the second half was able to be saved, which is here now. Thank you.
I'd say in middle school, actually not yet seen consistent, responsible use of these of technology. I would say not so much by that age of middle school. I would say not so much by that age of middle school.
How we're being monitored by our devices. Number 5, have you talked with students? I think I, more than any other person I'm aware of, constantly talks to students about what the internet is, what it's doing, it's looking at you. I've carried out live experiments in class to prove. I did that by doing the following: just speaking the words My Little Pony out loud in class, and then typing in Google Classroom chat about My Little Pony. My Little Pony, My Little Pony. And within 20 minutes, within the same class lesson, I had kids check in on Amazon, and within 20 minutes, there were students that started to receive advertisements for My Little Pony.
For example, in that Twitterlution class, we looked at the Snowden case and what he did and why he did it, and that kind of allowed students to better understand what kind of information is accessed, personal information is accessed, for example, by the NSA and stuff like that, just to be aware.
How we're being monitored by our devices.
I've seen results in terms of student engagement with their own progress, if that makes sense. So, for example, when they can see feedback in real time, they're better able to have even one-on-one conversation with the teacher to find out ways that they can improve. And in that regard, I have seen results. I think we're still learning, though.
Overall, we are teachers who have used technology to the nth degree, from AutoCAD programs and 3D printers to online forums, social media, hashtags, and more than the next best thing in technology. We are looking for how can we go back to human relationships, and how can we go back to human to nature relationships, because the future is already here.